Very good afternoon, Director Principal Mrs. Jayashree Chararia, Director Operations Mrs. Sejal Thakkar, esteemed parents, Higher Section Coordinator in Charge, Higher Section Assistant Coordinators, my revered fellow mates, and my dear students. Welcome to the Strem Selection Induction Program for the academic session 2023-24. I would like to congratulate each one of you for being present here. This depicts your commitment towards your children, their career, their bright future, their aspirations and dreams. When darkness comes, let us not condemn the dark, but light a lamp to illuminate. For the auspicious lamp lighting ceremony, I would like to invite Director Principal Jayashree Ma'am, Director Operations Sejal Ma'am, Higher Section Coordinator and Assistant Coordinators Sohail Sir and Snehalata Ma'am for the light plant. All of you are please requested to stand. We also acknowledge the presence of our Administrator, Kishan Langalia Sir, in the auditorium. One song can change a moment. One idea can change a world. One step can start a journey, but a prayer can change the impossible. Here on stage, we have Tamanna Kumar, Swara Mishra, Nitya Gupta, Himadri Shekhawat, Malak Mangukia, Navya Lahoti, Suryansh Khetan and Shubh Gupta for the prayer with Shubhajit Mitra on the keyboard under the guidance of Vishal Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, students, for the soul-touching prayer. A great leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. We are privileged to have one such leader amongst us, Director Principal Jayashree Churaria Ma'am, a postgraduate in English and Education with over 18 years of qualitative experience in teaching and administration. Rich experience in entire gamut of school administration, inclusive of curriculum planning, teacher training, and development of managerial aspects of school education. Her greatest strengths, which helped her to achieve a successful head position, are her logical and critical thinking, ability to solve problems quickly and efficiently, excellent communication skills, and management ability. Well versed with modern pedagogy and educational practices, and offering years of achievement and experience in developing student-centric environment geared towards maximizing learning experiences. Let me invite on stage our very own Mrs. Jayashree Churaria. Her repertoire includes being a recognized CBSE auditor and superintendent of JEE and NEET examinations, recipient of Lalit Kala Academic Award for exceptional contribution in the field of education in the year 2017, Abdul Kalam Award for the Best Principal in the year 2022, Avantika Award for the Leader of the Year, and Excellence Award for Innovation in Pedagogy in the same year. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Bini ma'am. Actually, that was a very impressive introduction. I still have to go a long way. But then this can be possible only with the team which I have, the students who are seated here and the parents. I cannot deny the support which has been given to us throughout the years when the school had started in 2011. Well, this particular meeting is very, very important for any child and their parent. The reason being, this is the crossroad for the children, because now they will be actually specializing and choosing their subjects accordingly. And for that, they need lot of guidance from the parents, from the teachers, and they discuss with each other. That's the reason this particular meeting is today. Now, before this meeting had happened, we had actually organized a career counseling session both with children and parents. And we would be opening up a career counseling center here in school by 24th of December this year. And there, the visit can be done twice in a week. The career counselor would be there. The psychometric test will be done. Your placements, what you want in the Indian universities, abroad universities, everything will be actually given a counseling session for that, wherever you need, what is your talent, wherever you aspire for. And this is the reason where your HODs and teachers will be actually helping you out. What are the subjects in the science stream, the subject in the commerce stream, and the subjects in the arts stream? What are the subjects which we have given as compulsory as well as optional, so that you understand what is your flair, where you want to actually reach, what is your aim in life for a career. Now, the career can be, you can be in the service sector, you can be in the business sector. It doesn't matter at all. Even if you are in a business sector for a certain particular product which you want to produce, but that also means that you should know in the deep knowledge of that particular product. And for that, you need to have those particular knowledge which starts from class 11 itself. But the very point here it is that CBSE has the exams which may come from the month of March, board exams, but ancillary exams may start from 15th of February, where it ends up by March, but then it may end up somewhere in mid-April also, unlike the corona year last year, where the exams went till June. And it is very crucial for this particular generation of the children who are giving the 10th board right now. The reason being, 2 years for them had been corona year. So it is a challenging year both for parents and teachers, as well as, of course, students. Even the paper patterns have changed. You have seen in the pre-board 1 exams. Second pre-board is starting from 4th of January, where 2nd January onwards, you will be having a revision and sample paper test, and then where the teachers will be holding hands, and the second day will be a PL, and then the third day you have the exam. So this is the pattern which we are trying to float, and there's a little late in this because of the exam dates which we received from board That is that CBSE tells now that before it was that by 15th of January the practicals would start. But now they say before 1st January schools must complete all the training which they have to give for their practicals for class 12 as well as 10, whatever it is. So according to that, we are going from 4th January to 17th of January, we will be having the pre-board 2. And after that, the results, and then in those results, we'll be having an informal pre-board 3. Informal, when I say, it means that your evaluation will be informal. You will be given a paper, a 3-hour paper where the teacher will be with you, so that the child feels comfortable that if I don't know anything, there's a teacher to help me out, and he or she understands the things and the same mistakes are not repeated in actual board exams. This is what the school is trying to do. Today the meeting is that you understand that pre-board 1, pre-board 2, whatever marks you gain, your class 11 will be, the stream selections will be according to your pre-board 2 exams result. Pre-board 2 exam result as well as your flair, what your teachers have understood you so far. If you have a flair of science and you want commerce, yes, of course, if you are eligible, there is a target area, percentage area, which your coordinator will be sharing with all the parents. What is the target area eligibility for science, for commerce, for humanities? Now there is a myth amongst all of us. I want to curb that myth totally. It is generally कि साइंस में अगर आप हैं तो आप बहुत इंटेलिजेंट हैं, कॉमर्स में हैं तो शायद साइंस वालों से कम इंटेलिजेंट हैं, और ह्यूमैनिटीज़ में हैं तो एकदम ही इंटेलिजेंट नहीं है. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. बहुत सारे ऐसे करियर्स आज हैं जो 10 साल पहले थे नहीं, और बहुत सारे ऐसे करियर्स होंगे जो आज हैं पर बाद में शायद नहीं हो, और आज नहीं है और शायद हो जाए. Today I was consulting one particular young person who came here for life skill session, and he is actually having a startup for waste management. A startup which is trying to do for waste management. Did we ever think of anything like that as a career? No. So there may be many imaginative careers which we never have even thought of but will come. But the base will be science, maths, science and commerce and humanities. So whichever your talent is, don't you ever think, this is especially for children, that if my friend is going for science, I should also go for science. If you have the flair for science, go for it. If not, whatever you feel you want to do. Some children are very good at journalism. Some children are very good at speaking. So they must go for something where they can actually come out with the talents which is ingrained into them. And some may get into the talents once they choose the streams. So this is what it is, and I don't take much time. Wish you all the best so that you can think about, your forms are there with you where eligibility criteria is given to you. After the board results, if you have the eligibility criteria matching with the percentage which is given there, then you are eligible. Within 15 days you can change your stream or your optional subject. But after that it will be freezed. So please look into everything. Consult with your parents. Parents, please consult with your children, and if possible with your teachers also. They will also help you out, and then select the stream. This is what it is. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. She indeed goes a long way to ensure that each and every child is benefited. Thank you, ma'am, for breaking the myth around the subjects. Yes, it is never like science, commerce, humanities. Each stream now holds a bright future ahead. We feel we are in safe hands when we have people around us who constantly motivate, guide and inspire us. The same can be said for Team Higher, with Mr. Sohail Makwana leading from the front, with Mrs. Snehalata Upadhyay and Mrs. Hetal Tambakuwala as assistant coordinators. Sir, can we have you on the stage, please?
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to all. Good afternoon to parents, ma'am, sir, teachers, and my dear students. So finally the day has arrived when you are supposed to choose the career of your choice, the subjects of your choice. No more कि मैथ्स तो कंपलसरी करना ही है, whether it is basic or standard. साइंस तो कंपलसरी करना ही है, whether it is bio liking or not, whether physics liking or not. और सोहेल सर, प्रिया मैम का चेहरा शायद आप क्लास में अगले साल ना देख पाओ, because social science is generally, which ma'am has said के students feel के if you are not good in studies, you opt for humanities. Ma'am has covered most of the things. What I will take up, before you choose a stream for yourself, ask to yourself a few questions. Am I having a good aptitude towards maths? What are my abilities to solve the arithmetics? Am I good in art and craft? Am I good in language? All those questions are supposed to be answered. And wherever you get the maximum ticks, select that particular stream. 3 days are, almost 2 days are there with you. Sit, analyze your abilities, your strength, your weaknesses, and then select the right option for your future. Next slide, please. How to choose a stream. Ma'am has covered most of the things. Now, generally, it's like if my best friend has taken science, I'll also take, so that I can be with him or her, next to him or her in the class. But what after 12th? She might go, he might go in California, one of the universities over there. You might not be able to go, or you might be going, he or she might not go. So don't think that. What is your strength? What is your ability? And it depends from person to person. It depends from individual to individual. So before you choose a stream, find a stream, as I told you, with all those checklist ticks, that the good match. And if not, teachers are there to guide you. Parents are there to guide you. Parents and teachers are the most experienced person as far as careers are concerned. Because we have made our careers, parents have made their careers, so kindly consult them, kindly talk to them. And also you can talk to your career counselors across the city. And as ma'am said, we are going to start very soon from 24th of this month. Generally, we have 3 streams: science, commerce, and humanities, which we even call as arts. So these are the 3 streams which we offer, which even CBSE offers. Strem selection form is already given to you. Kindly fill it properly. As ma'am said, once your board results are declared, within 15 days, either you can change the subject of option or you can change the stream, but only within the 15 days of your board result declaration. This part is already taken by ma'am of the career counseling session, so I won't take further time on that. And yes, teacher guidance. The teachers sitting over here, the HODs, most of the HODs are teaching in 11th and 12th. Most of you, that is the students, are not in direct contact with them. But then too, you can always talk to Vardhan, Bilal, Shruti always takes class 11, class 10 now also. You can always talk to them that this is my aptitude, this is what I'm trying to look into my future, this is what I got in 10th standard, what can I go for? They are always available. Now I would like to call Bini ma'am. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable insights. He is one very approachable person in case you aren't confident about your choices. Science isn't about why, it's about why not. To provide us with more information on science and mathematics, I take the opportunity to invite on stage the HOD of Science, Ms. Dr. Shruti Agarwal, along with HOD Mathematics, Mr. Vardhan Khandelwal.
A very good afternoon to all the parents, children sitting here, and principal ma'am and respected teachers. I'm here to talk about sciences. So very first thing when I begin with sciences, the biggest notion in everyone's mind is, it is science, it is so difficult, you know. And I'm very sure 50 to 60% of the students have already decided that they are not going to take sciences because it requires a lot of time, we have to study a lot, this and that. A lot of notions are there in your mind. So to clear a few such notions, I'm here. So whenever I talk about science children, I would say it is not something which is very, very difficult. It is just that we have made a hype out of it. Genuinely, if you want to take sciences, you require 3 things very importantly. First is perseverance, hard work, and determination. And if you have these 3 things, I'm very sure you can cope up very easily in sciences. Coming to very important thing about taking science is that is a benefit which every science student has, which I have been telling to every child whomsoever comes to ask me about, ma'am, which field should we choose? I always say the biggest benefit with a science student is that whenever they wish after class 12, they can go for commerce or humanities according to their choice. You'll always have thousands of opportunities open for you. You'll never be restricted that, okay, if you have taken a particular subject in commerce or humanities, you have to grow further in that particular field only. You always have... Am I audible? Yeah. You always have wider career options, children, when you take sciences, right? So that is the biggest benefit when you choose science over any of the other streams. So when I talk about the subjects which are included in sciences, they are, but of course, your English, physics, chemistry, maths, biology, and we have given optional subjects as CS, psychology, economics, and PE. Majorly, when we take in class 11th and 12th sciences, we divide into 2 groups, that is science with maths and science with biology. Physics and chemistry is something which is common in both the groups, and based on your interest, whether you want to take in or pursue your career in medicine or in mathematics, you choose either maths or you choose bio. And when it comes to electives, this time we have introduced 2 other elective subjects, that is psychology and economics, the extra subjects which we have added. These are the career options, children, when we look into it. These are the various options in medical sciences, which includes all of them. But of course, your medical courses, MBBS, BHMS, BAMS, homeopathy, all of the, dentistry, the medical courses. And when you talk about the paramedical courses and other non-medical courses, then they include all your master programs in biochemistry, immunology, genetics, toxicology, biotechnology, microbiology, etc. So that all depends on your interest personally. Coming to engineering, again you have different kinds of engineering options also. That all depends on what is your interest. You can go for that particular engineering option. But of course certain other options also, which includes pharmacology, agriculture, plant pathology, etc. So that is all on your particular interest. Where do you want to pursue your career in? These are few important entrances, exams which you all have, which you all will be appearing when you are opting for sciences, which includes mainly 2 major exams when you talk about engineering, which includes your JEE exam, and when it is medical, it talks about NEET exam. So you have to majorly appear for these exams along with your class 12, wherein you have to get a minimum of 55% marks in your class 12th board, as well as you have to clear these exams, and based on your rankings, you get the colleges of your interest, whether it is a government college, a semi-government college, or a private college. So whenever we talk about selecting sciences in our school, the minimal eligibility criteria which we have kept is that your aggregate percentage in class 10th should be 80%, and the students who are opting for science with maths should have minimum 80% score in mathematics, and the ones who are choosing for sciences with biology should score minimum 75% in science, because we don't have physics, chemistry, biology separate in class 10th. So that is your overall score in sciences which you need to have. So this was all a brief introduction which I told you people, which is required to know when you take in sciences. But actually the ground reality is that yes, if you want to pursue your career in engineering or medicine, you will have to face these national level entrance exams, that is JEE and NEET, for which you'll have to be very much clear that you have to begin with its preparation from day 1 as you enter your class 11th. So if you're very much determined that yes, you want to become a doctor or you want to become an engineer or anything of that sort, you have to decide and you have to start working on it. Thank you so much. Now I would request Vardhan sir to speak some. Yeah. And this cutoff is for the students of Goenka only. For the students outside, the cutoff is much higher. Yeah. So.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, dear parents. I saw some parents clicking pictures of the streams and what all possibilities are there after class 12. So, according to me, my experience, students, I will request you one thing, that there are few qualities that you should have for selecting science. Now, being a maths HOD, I am omnipresent. I will be there in commerce also. I will be there in science. I will be there in humanities. But you should be passionate. The only thing you need to take science is your passion. If you are passionate about your subjects, your current scores does not matter. If you are passionate and you understand things, how things works, it is all that is needed. For commerce also, I would like to speak that being an engineer, I have a keen interest in commercial subjects, because it is the thing which regulates what is working, how the world is working. It is because of commerce. So the only thing you need to check, make a checklist of yours, that what are the qualities, what are the subject that excites you. The only thing you should have in class 11th and 12th is the subjects which will excite you, because it gets very tedious when you study 5 subjects for 2 years, which are very in depth. Okay, so make sure that you are not bored while studying those 5 subjects. It should be of your own choice, right? And as ma'am has already said that we are developing or offering many new streams. Many new streams are there in colleges, and the only reason for that is you, the students, the people who pass class 12. They deny that I don't want to do a particular course, but I am better in a particular topic. And this is why new streams are coming up every day. One of the students said that I don't want to do MBA, I want to be a journalist. This is why journalism is now there in our colleges. So always follow your passion. That is the only thing you require in 11th, 12th to score a very good mark. Okay, thank you so much. I would like to call upon Bini ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, teachers. I hope all the science aspirants have taken good heed. Commerce changes the fate and genius of nations. Let me invite on stage HOD Commerce, Mr. Bayal Fayaz, for providing us further insights into the commerce stream. Due to health constraints, Mr. Jigar is not available, but definitely if you have any queries, he will be available in school from Monday, of course. So you can ask your doubts there. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, Jashay ma'am, teachers, parents, and my dear students. You know, the day today is not a very common day where you are seated here and you are listening to us. We are showing you something on the screen. Now, before I proceed with the stream of mine, like I head the stream of commerce in Goenka, I just want to share with you 2 incidents which I faced in Goenka in the year 2016. The first one, Goenka introduced sections according to the caliber of the child. Section A, Section B, Section C, according to the pace of learning. And then came a student who was not ready to go to the Section B because his friends were in all in Section A. And the pace was different. The child was very much at stress ki nahi, I will not go to A. My friends are in B, some are in C, I want to go to C section. The child is Darshan Parwadia, one of the leaders in the infrastructure development of Surat. Haresh Bhai Parwadia came, his mother was seated with me, and then the logic was, he is not ready. The father said, beta, you are not ready? Fine. You know, success is something which will give you friends, and if you are not successful, your own friends will not be with you. So what is success? Success is something which you achieve in life. That was the first day when I saw the parent had a greater impact on the child's thought. So the child took, yes, I'll go to A section. So he studied in A, then he went to Bangalore, he studied with MIT in 11th, 12th, and then he is into the field of business with his dad. Now that day I realized that the parents have a very big role in the thought process of the child. We can say, but you can make them do. Because you have a point of view which they understand better than us. Like whatever we try to convey, they might take it on the other way around. Then, you know, at a particular point, when we talk about this stream selection, now when I say you parents are here, all of you, you hold a respectable position in the market. If I talk about the market, that is the business world. Many are professionals. Now let's say I want to take commerce, the commerce field. will it make me a businessman? I don't think so. What makes a businessman? I'm studying commerce, so I'll be a successful businessman in the market? No. The answer is no. If a person is there who is actually, the leader in the infrastructure field, if the child wants to go into that field, why can't he be a civil engineer? He should select science, he should go for civil engineer or architecture or anything like that. Should I take maths with commerce and I would be better in the field? The answer is no. It will be yes for many, it will be no for many. Now, the field is not to be selected as a force from the parents to the child. I can't force anyone. If you take commerce because it is easier than science, believe me, it is not. If I talk about science, it is very logical, easy for the ones who score marks and not easy for the ones who don't devote that much time. I have the second incident. One of my student, Utsav Korat, he used to drive till Bhavnagar since class 8. The dad was seated beside him and he used to drive the car. To our surprise, the dad was not scared because the child was having that capacity which his dad doesn't have in driving. Though it is not legal to drive in class 8 standard, but he used to drive. Till date, the child has driven around 250,000 kilometers on the odometer, the car. And since class 8 till now, he's in the second year of college. What made him drive the car? Did he learn it from some institute? No. The dad was his support beside, seated with him. Until Bhavnagar is a long journey. It's not something 25-30 kilometers. So if the child wanted, the parent supported, the child did that. And 250,000 on the odometer is not a small number. Believe me, most of us, we have not driven the car that much. The child knows about cars, he has a passion for cars with his dad, and the father is with him. What I'm trying to say, parents, it is very important for you to understand what your child wants. I will explain you my field, the commerce. It will help the child know the business world in the best possible manner. But as parents, try to understand what the child wants to do. And believe me, if you are with your child, the child will not be facing any difficulty. I have seen Goenkans doing it. And the parents who are with the child, they should not be behind them. With your child, you try to understand what the child wants to do. As ma'am said, science, commerce and humanities, the students, they stand all together in the same line. We don't categorize them differently. That science hai, so it is some student who's working very hard, or commerce hai, so not working hard, or humanities, so kuch karna hi nahi hai. No. When we talk about hard work, we talk about smart work, the thing which is common in both is work. You have to work. Hard work or smart work is the second thing. But when you are working, your field is very easy for you. Now coming to my field of commerce, yes, it will give a better insight to a child who wants to go to the, who's aspirant of the business world. I want to create something different. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to join the business of my dad. If you want to join the business of my dad, if your dad is a textile merchant, go for chemical engineering. If your dad is a leader in the infrastructure development, you go for civil engineering. I would not suggest you then you go for commerce. Commerce, so your dad can teach you better than we can. But the fact is, when you are selecting a field, you have to be very much careful that this is not something which you can change overnight. As ma'am said, once your results are declared, you can change it in 15 days, as according to the marks which you are getting. Now, commerce, as I said, better insight into everything. You will definitely learn that. You will be dealing with things which is there in the market, which we use every day. Now, that is what is commerce. Can we have the next slide, please? Now, the subjects. Along with English, we have accountancy, BST and economics as the compulsory subjects which every child has to opt for if you are selecting commerce. And then you have the optional subject which we have computer science, physical education, followed by applied mathematics and entrepreneurship. These are the options where the child can select any one along with the compulsory 4 including English. Now, very important it is for you to know that when we talk about these subjects, the stream, as ma'am said, one of the stream I would like to tell you, this year I came across 2 of our students of science stream who had CS. Jigar sir is not there, otherwise he would have given you a better insight on that. What they did, they want to go to US, Canada, then via Canada to US. They opted data science at Mumbai in one of the colleges, and data science is a very, very, fast growing field in the field of education. They have selected that. When I had a word with them, ki beta, why did you take data science in India? You were supposed to go to Canada. They said, sir, after bachelor's, I'll move to Canada. I'll be completing my bachelor's here. And sir, believe me, this field of data science, it is limitless. You can do what not. And in Goenka, when we talk about computer science, if I'm not wrong, and the students, if they would have been here, we have the best faculty if you are searching all Gujarat. It is Jigar sir. He can do miracles with the keyboard, you know, when he works with it is, but ma'am, that field which is fast growing, yes, the field which is fast growing, it is, as ma'am said, and you know, we are with the students. We never are behind the students, we are with them, and that makes us contact the parents, call them, and continuously we are behind them to improve. The reason is we know the field better because we are into it since years now. Now, I'll not take much time on these fields because it is a very few in number. I just have one more line to say. Commerce student will become a CA, CS, cost accountant, or CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst. Are these the 4 only fields available? No. It is infinite. You want to do anything, you have the choice to go ahead with anything which you want to. And like, you know, when you talk about a field of your choice, you have some university offering it for you. We had a student, Divyanshi Tulsian. Ma'am, she selected, design over commerce. After completing commerce, she went for designing. She wants to go abroad, but again, bachelor's in India and then abroad. Beautiful, structures she used to make, design and everything. And she was one of the toppers of her batch in commerce. That year, ma'am, like under the guidance of ma'am, we introduced humanities because she wanted humanities. Divyanshi Tulsian is the name, who was a topper in 10th, is a topper of 12th, and she has selected design. Then we introduced humanities because that child wanted humanities, and we went ahead with 5 students that year. So the logic is, when we talk about these conditions, humanities again, if someone wants it, it is your choice. There will be the society. I'll stand here, I want good students in my stream. I'll just boast about my stream. My stream is very good. You will be getting a lot of information. No. The child's liking towards a particular field is what the parents are supposed to look for. It is my, earnest request to all of you, please look for your child's passion in what field it is. Don't force anything upon them. Let them decide, be their guide along with the teachers, and it will help them to, create something in the society which they are meant for. Like, everyone has a purpose of life, and the purpose is not something which I can force upon someone. If my choice was becoming a doctor, my son or daughter will become a doctor because I want him to do it. So I don't think so that will give you results. Let the child decide. The child has all things to discuss with parents, teachers, Jayashri ma'am, and we have the career counseling sessions, which is going to be a very big impact on the students' career in Goenka. No other school gives that opportunity with that faculty. One myth I would like to add with ma'am on that same note. At times what happens? We look at someone going to UK. We look at someone going to US. We look at someone going to Canada after 12. And then comes that notion, ki my child, I will send my child to Canada. But for what? We are supposed to plan it today. If you want to send your child to Canada, plan it today, take the field, then plan the international studies which you want to. Don't just look at the surrounding and select that. If you want your child to go to Canada, what stream, what field, what studies? Sir, I want my child to settle over there. Then fine, I don't have any answer for that. But if you want him to be a professional, the field has to be taken before you select the field. The Canadian market has some this particular field, so I'll just plan my stream according to that perspective. For that purpose, we have already launched that career counseling session along with one of the best person who can guide you for that. There are many competitive exams. Can we have the next slide? There are many competitive exams. Our wish in Goenka is a day will come. This year will be is the possibility. Every year I tell my students that you get admission in SRCC Delhi. Whether you want to do it or not, on the merit list, you should get the admission. And believe me, if you get admission in SRCC, it is more than any international college which can offer you studies at any point of time. So this year, we wish that the child who is aspiring for it will get the admission. After that, it is the child's choice. India has a wide choice open where you can excel in the field of education, be it science, commerce or humanities. But the fact is, we have to plan it today. The reason why parents are called here is this small, it's a very small point, but it has a great impact on each and every child's future. Please don't force things upon them. As I said, friends in science, so I will go to science, no. If my friends are in commerce, I'll go to commerce, no. Commerce will be easier, no. Science is tough, no. Humanities will be even more easier, the answer is no. Nothing is easy. And everything is easy if you just work. Hard work or smart work, that's secondary. Now, the exams. Already you said, CA, you have CPT Common Proficiency Test, you have CS exam, that also has an entrance, you have the inter exams, you can go for the prelims just after 12th, all those things are there. But first of all, decide the perspective. I want to become a CA. For what perspective? Because in my family there are 4 CAs already. No. Please, parents and the students, you decide your caliber and potential upon your choice, and then you match them and then select the field of your particular, look at the long run and do it. I never dislike any day of my working in Goenka because I never miss my school days, which almost each and every one misses. Every day I live the moment of my school days when I look at my students. So every day is, very enthusiastic for me. My friends say that I miss my school days. I say I live my school day every day. I never miss my school days because that's my passion. When I teach in the class, I pour my heart out because it's my passion. If I'm not passionate, it would be boring for me. If a child asks, it would be boring for me. If any child creates any nuisance, then I would overreact on that particular child. But the fact is, I enjoy because it is my passion. Otherwise, I would not be standing here. I hope I am very clear to the parents and the students, and I wish that you decide the stream keeping in mind the pointers which I have just discussed with you. All the best for your future, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, be with your child is the takeaway from what he said. His experiences, the experiences that he keeps sharing, definitely create a big impact on all our students. The calling of humanities is to make us truly human in the best sense of the word. To provide us with further insight, let's have on stage HOD Humanities Mr. Amrish Upadhyay and HOD English Ms. Shweta Gupta.
Honorable Principal Ma'am, respected coordinator, and parents, and my loving children. Humanity is the subject which deal with the human condition. Different situations are coming in the life. To overcome the situation, humanity give that idea. Humanity is the subject which can develop the EQ among the children. See, EQ, emotion quotient, a person who is EQ smart, able to overcome from any situation in his or in her life. So I will say that if child will opt humanity, there are various subjects are included here in humanity. English is there, political science is there, geography is there, entrepreneurs, biology, applied mathematics. These are subjects included, and humanity subject we are having the variety of career opportunities. Next slide. See, archaeology, anthropology, civil services. Civil services, you all know, Union Public Service Commission, IAS, IPS, IRS, class 1 officer services are included in this. Apart from that, to become economists, geographers, historians, cartography is the map making techniques. N number of opportunities are there if a child will opt for humanity. If child is having interest towards subject, then only if child will opt, it will be good, it will be easy. Don't think that humanity is easy. We can take it and we are able to score very good mark, because this is not easy as compared to other subject. This is also having the it is a little hard. So please, if have interest, then only opt for.
Thank you, sir. I would like to add upon what you have said, that arts, popularly known as humanities, is a very popular and diverse stream. If I just talk about the latest cutoff of Delhi University, the cutoff in the year 21-22 was 98.25. So who says that it belongs to, the students, those who are not good in academics? The cutoff was 98.2. You heard it right. So basically, humanities students must possess certain qualities. And if I read out, they should be very good in expression. And language is a tool to express your feelings, your beliefs, your opinion. Good at social sciences subjects like history, geography, and civics, etc. Good at theory, reading, and retaining. They should have the theoretical bend of mind. Then only you can excel taking humanities. You should be a very good observer and observer of people behavior, and very, very mastered in communication. You should be good at visual arts, performing arts, literary arts, etc. as well. Thanks to the availability of such diverse areas of studies, career options associated with the field are equally impressive. After completing 12th in art stream, students will have access to numerous professions, as the slide said, visual arts, law, performing arts, languages, media and communication management. So basically this subject is an umbrella. The subject is an umbrella that covers a wide range of subjects like literature, philosophy, languages, law, performing arts, religion, communication, anthropology, psychology, sociology, etc. I would like to tell you that even CBSE has prescribed compendium of academic courses, and parents, just remember this, compendium of academic courses, it is prescribed by CBSE, it is a compendium. It has plethora of variety of subjects, streams, so that you can make the right choices. So just check it. You will find ample of options. And for our students, it is one copy is already kept in school library, so you can have a look at. I would like to tell you that recently according to the National Education Policy 2020, which calls for technical training to be interwoven with opportunities to engage deeply with other disciplinaries. While IITs have been offering courses in humanities like economics, so now even IITs, IIMs, they are also offering the studies in humanities. Yes, you heard it right. For an instance, this month, recently, IIT Jodhpur inaugurated its Center of Excellence on Arts and Digital Immersion. All right, and earlier this year, IIT Guwahati launched a master's program in liberal arts. IIT Madras will offer a master degree in economics, English and development studies from 22-23. So, my dear students, being the humanities students also, you can study in IITs and can go for IIMs as well. So, choosing humanities would definitely be a very good choice. So choose according to your interest, as all of the HODs, all of the departments said that you should be interested towards what do you study. So I hope that you all will be clear. You will not be confused. You will consult your teachers, your parents, and you yourself will research and will pursue what your heart says. All right. So I hope that I have made myself clear that why to choose humanities. Now over to Binima. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. May I have all the HODs on the stage once again, please? So many of us often hear parents saying, I couldn't be a lawyer, a pilot, a doctor. Now I want my child to fulfill my long lost dream. How apt does this go? What if I choose the wrong stream?
Last year, the child is in 12th standard, Subhash Parmar. He started with science and then realized that it is not the part, it's not the field of my choice. he switched to commerce very late, and under the, like, you know, with the permission of CBSE, the principal, he changed to commerce. The reason was he was not at all ready to accept the field, because he was not enjoying anything any particular day. Now he is in 12th standard, doing well. He would be not less than 90% in the field of commerce, because I know his caliber and potential on the basis of the marks which the child is getting. So we have given a choice that if the child feels, you have selected a stream, let's say I have taken science with the aggregate of 80%, I selected science, I got science, but I am not able to cope up with it. So you have a time period which is around 1 month, the first month of your 11th standard starting as soon as your results are declared, and before the LOC is locked, under the permission of the principal, you can switch only when your reason is accepted by the system. You cannot just jump from here and there because you don't want to work. So you have to be very careful when you are selecting the field. We have a choice for a very small period of time as allowed by CBSE. So you can switch to any other stream if you don't feel the interest is not there. The only word, if you are not interested, you can switch, but that should not be something like it is tough, I want to switch. Decide everything beforehand, and as I said, it would be the discretion of the management whether you will be allowed to do it or not. Because if you give us some reason which is not valid, so I don't think so that is feasible. So that is what is instructed to us by the principal, and this is what, if you choose a wrong stream, you have a choice for a very small period of time.
Let us open up the session for question answers. Any parents having any doubts, any queries in their mind, you may please raise your hands. Ajay bhaiya, mic. Second row.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead. Yes,
Yeah. Ma'am, I didn't get your stuff, what you want to say. What is about that?
CBSE has provided with the career options, like which profession, if they choose science, what all careers they can go for. So for science, commerce and humanities, there are number of careers, fields they can choose after that. So it basically provides the insight. When I showed it to my daughter, she also went through it, and she really was fascinated knowing that if she pursues one particular thing, what all she can do in future. So it is just, if you will just type Google that compendium of careers prescribed by CBSE, you will get a big PDF file in which numerous options are available. So let your child read that.
So that it is a brief detail about all the 3 subjects.
Yes, all the 3 streams.
All the 3 streams.
Yes,
Okay.
it does.
Add the career. Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Anybody else? Ajay bhaiya, there, up there.
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I just need to know if a child need to have maths in medical. So what are the options for that?
Pardon, ma'am, I'm not getting your question. What is
Ma'am,
it?
if a child need math subject in medical, in PCB, then what are the options?
First of all, ma'am, if a child is wanting to go for medicine, he doesn't require maths. But then, if you want to take maths also as an option to keep him or her this
For
thing.
more options.
Yeah.
Yes.
So first thing is that we don't give it in our school. But when we talk about the opportunities, yes, the child can go for engineering. The child can go for biotechnology engineering. But then biotechnology is something which a child can even go if the child is not having maths.
But maths help in that, ma'am, a lot. In
No,
PSC
it's
and
not.
everything.
No, it's not required. Even without mathematics, you can go for biotechnology because I am myself a biotechnologist without mathematics.
And if a child need to have a sixth subject as a maths, what are the options?
We
for
don't
that?
give the option. The school doesn't provide. Yes, but
We can fill up the form in CBSE and do that.
yeah, the CBSE gives it, but that is that needs to be discussed with Madam Principal. Yeah, that ma'am will discuss.
Actually, that option was there for 4 years back now. But then in the practicality, we saw the children struggling because both bio and maths, both are too tough with chemistry and physics. So that is the reason we stopped it. But if a child wants to opt for both bio and maths, school is not giving. But yes, school can register for maths and bio for that particular child. But one particular subject which you want will be in school and the other one will be done on your own.
If you have the options of like physical education in that, a child can have physical education and maths. So if a child is having maths as a sixth subject, so she will be preparing like school will be providing any classes for maths to her.
No,
She would be like she would
No.
give the exams also in the school.
no,
Only the board's exam she
yes,
will give.
that's it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, can a child take option of classical music and classical dance?
We don't provide classical music, classical dance, we don't provide in the school.
Like if she does it on her own?
We don't have the approval from the CBSE for the same.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Parents, please raise your hands.
Hello. How long before the result of the board exams, the classes will be starting for class 11?
First.
And generally it depends on the date sheet which we get. Please be seated. Date sheet which we get from the boards. 3-4 years back, things have changed in last 3 years. Again, things may change. But then it depends on how the date sheet comes. If the date sheet comes in the way where March 30 is the last date for board exams, we may start in April first week itself. But if it is coming on 15th of April and next 1-2 week we do, so we start in June. So that depends totally on the date sheet. So, but the stream selection happens on pre-board 2 result, before the results of board comes. So the stream is given, the classes start accordingly, where the teachers themselves know what exactly the child actually can go for. Where we have seen there is 1 or 2 little change here and there of the stream, because teachers are the well judgment who can give that. So that happens. But it totally depends on the date sheet which comes.
Yeah. So before the announcement of the board results, the classes will be starting, right?
Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
Any other parent with any query?
आप अगर कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं पूछ सकते हैं हिंदी गुजराती कुछ भी चलेगा अपना डाउट क्लियर कीजिए यस
If my child is taking commerce without maths, can she take psychology?
yes we have given the option
No, not in the.
we have not given in commerce we have given
So she can't take psychology.
see there are groups of subjects which can be given so whatever the board allows us we have given those and this next year we have given a variety of options to children according to that stream.
Yes, we have a lot of optional subjects which are available, but of course within the stream a few options are there, so we can only opt out of those available options. Any other parent with any other query? Once again, I would like to reiterate, the stream selection decision will be made only on the basis of pre-board 2 results. So students and parents, very important, please make sure you prepare well in advance for pre-board 2. We have already declared the dates as well, so please prepare for pre-board 2 because your stream selection definitely depends upon your results of pre-board 2.
And this particular slides will be there on YouTube. This will be there on YouTube also. We'll post it on YouTube. And if you want to, yes, if you want to look at it again, please go through it. Decide very, very nicely, sit with your children and then decide the stream.
Ma'am, cutoffs for humanities.
70%.
Okay, thank you.
That is only for Goenkans.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
So this is the criteria that we have for the science. We have aggregate percentage which is required in class 10 is going to be 80%, and students opting for science with mathematics, it is minimum of 80%, whereas without mathematics it is going to be 75%. 80, aggregate 80 and science 75. Commerce, for commerce with mathematics, a student needs to score a minimum of 75% in the aggregate in class 10, with 70% in standard maths and 75% in basic maths. Students opting for commerce without mathematics, they need to score a minimum of 65% in class 10. For the humanities, students opting for humanities, they need to score a minimum of 70% in the aggregate in class 10, with 70% in English and 70% in social science. Students opting for humanities with biology, they need to score a minimum of 70% aggregate with 75% in science. Students opting for humanities with mathematics, they need to score 70% aggregate and 75% in mathematics.
Parents, one more thing. Students who have opted standard mathematics can go for any stream. They can take PCB, PCM, commerce with mathematics or without mathematics, humanities. Students who have opted standard basic mathematics, they cannot opt mathematics in science stream. They can go for PCB, but they can opt mathematics in commerce stream. So applied mathematics in commerce stream and humanities. Thank you.
So the option is open for mathematics even if you are a basic math student. I hope there are no other queries. If you still have queries, please raise your hands. I hope the session has left no stones unturned, leaving a clear picture in your mind about your child's future prospect. Still, in case you need us further assistance, our coordinators and assistant coordinators as well as our teachers and HODs will be happy to solve your queries.
Just one more point to add on this criteria. It so happens that the child PB2 result is totally the deciding factor for the field which we will be allowing the child to go for. If the child has got, let's say, 55% and the child wants science, the school never adjusts on that note, because you know the criteria is this: I will get in board result, that is the assurance which parents and students they give. So we wait for the board result to send the child to that particular field which he can prove only when the board result comes. We follow this criteria religiously. So it is the duty of the child to perform in this way if you want to opt for science. The child has got 60 and then you're giving us assurance after that I'll get it in boards, then on that particular point there would be a lot of chaos from the parent side as well as from the management side. So keep a note of these numbers. These are the criteria which you have to fulfill if you take any particular field in Goenka. And believe me, this is less as because you are a Goenkan. If it is an outsider, means any other student of a different school, we have even a bar higher raised than these numbers which is there in front of you. So please take a students, it is specially for you. This is what you have to achieve to take the field. Make sure that you do it in PB2. Thank you.
To propose the vote of thanks, I invite on stage Higher Section Assistant Coordinator Mrs. Snehalata Upadhyay and Activity In Charge Higher Section Ms. Meghna Badlani.
Good afternoon to everyone. No duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks. I am honored and privileged to get an opportunity to propose vote of thanks on this special event. On behalf of G.D.Goenka International School, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guests or our parents of class 10 students. Let us all be grateful to our chief mentor, Shri Manarbai Kakadia, and Director Principal, Mrs. Jayashree Choraria. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. We are thankful to our top management team for unshakable support they provide in all the domain. Special vote of thanks to HOD Science, Dr. Shruti Agrawal, HOD Mathematics, Mr. Vardhan Khandelwal, HOD Commerce, Mr. Bilal Fiaz, HOD Computer Science, Mr. Jigar Mehta, HOD Humanities, Mr. Amrish Upadhyay, and HOD English, Ms. Shweta Gupta. Sincere thanks to Higher Coordinator Sohil Makwana, Assistant Coordinator Class 9th and 10th Snehalata Upadhyay, Assistant Coordinator Class 11th and 12th Hetal Tamakuwala, and a wonderful human being and your host, my friend Bini Gandhi. Thank you.
Thank you, Meghna ma'am. थैंक यू एवरीवन। मैं स्नेहलता उपाध्याय हायर सेक्शन के अपने सभी सहकर्मियों को धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगी जिन्होंने इस कार्यक्रम को सफल बनाने में सहायता की है। और अंत में मैं अपने सभी अभिभावक गण को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगी और शुभकामनाएं देना चाहूँगी जिन्होंने अपना बहुमूल्य समय आज हमें दिया है। हमारी थोड़ी सी जागरूकता, हमारी थोड़ी सी नई दिशा हमारे छात्रों के लिए, उनके भविष्य को संवारने के लिए, उन्हें उज्जवल बनाने के लिए ये हमारी नई दिशाएं, हमारी सोच, हमारे विचार एक मील का पत्थर साबित होगा। सो थैंक यू अगेन, थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन। और प्लीज स्टूडेंट्स, आगे भी हम क्लास में आप लोगों को बोलते आए हैं कि जो भी स्ट्रीम सिलेक्शन हो वो अपने करियर को ध्यान में रखकर, अपने फ्रेंड सर्कल को न देखकर, अपने करियर, अपने एम, अपने गोल को ध्यान में रखकर स्ट्रीम सिलेक्शन को ध्यानपूर्वक फिल करिएगा। थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन।
Thank you teachers, thank you parents. Let us all rise in the honor of the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा, जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे, जय हे, जय हे, जय 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 हे।
Thank you parents. I hope all the parents have collected the stream selection from the outside of the auditorium. The students whose parents have not attended the session today, please collect the forms from there and you will be submitting it back to the school on Monday. Refreshments are arranged for the parents in the assembly zone. So you may please enjoy the refreshments before you leave. Thank you so much.